Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Lonely by the riverside, playing hard to get. I'm confused but can't decide whether to get wet. There's no place I'd rather be. Something holds me back. Is a look inviting me, ready to attack. High tide, low tide. When am I gonna get a ride? Right across the water. Wanna meet someone's daughter. High tide, low tide. When am I gonna get a ride? Right across the ocean. Wanna feel some emotion. Lonely by the riverside, gonna make our way. I'm confused and can't decide, even too late. Oh, high tide, low tide. When am I gonna get a ride? Right across the water. Wanna meet someone's daughter. High tide, low tide. When am I gonna get a ride? Right across the ocean. Wanna feel some emotion. Ba 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 ba. There's no place I'd rather be. I wanna take her home. If she keeps ignoring me, I'll never see her go. No. High tide, low tide. When am I gonna get a ride? Right across the water. Wanna meet someone's daughter. High tide, low tide. When am I gonna get a ride? Right across the ocean. Wanna feel some emotion. High tide, low tide. When am I gonna get a ride? Right across the water. Wanna meet someone's daughter. High tide, low tide. When am I gonna get a ride? Right across the ocean. Wanna feel some emotion.
It's the Vaselines. You're on 90.3. It's KEXP in Seattle.
Okay, this is called Crazy Lady.
If you know what I've been thinking, it's no use if we're pretending. Who do you think is keeping score? So what if it's all been said before? What was the point? What were we fighting for?
Goodbye, crazy lady, I'm over you. Goodbye, crazy lady, I'm over you. When you're walking away, it's so easy when you're away. I don't feel down. When you're walking away, it's so easy.
If you know what I've been losing, now I'm clean but you're still using. Where did we start? When did we fall? Gone are the days we had it all. What was the point? What were we fighting for?
over you. When you're walking away, it's so easy when you're away. I don't feel down when you're walking away. It's so easy. Goodbye, crazy lady, I'm over you. Goodbye, crazy lady, I'm over you. Goodbye, crazy lady, I'm over you. Goodbye, crazy lady, I'm over you.
Crazy Lady from the Vaselines here on Listener Powered Radio. It's KEXP 90.3 FM in Seattle. And today we are streaming this live session via live video at kexp.org. So just make sure that you tune in to watch these guys jam out in the live performance room. Sounding great, you guys.
Thank you.
It's a lot of fun. I can really relate to that Crazy Lady song. Can you introduce yourselves to our listeners, please?
Okay, we're the Vaselines. I'm called Eugene.
I'm having a coughing fit, so I can't speak just now. I'm Francis.
And Michael on the drums there, and Scott on guitar, and Graham Smiley on the bass guitar.
Well, nice to meet all of you. Thank you very much for being here today. So, first question, Eugene and Francis. I'm wondering if you two can tell me just a little bit more about this last album you put out with a V for Vaselines album came out around the end of last year. If you could just tell me more, like maybe about the creative process, what influenced it, influenced the sound, where it was recorded, maybe some of the special guests you had on the album.
Okay, we recorded it in Glasgow in Mogwai's studio called Castle of Doom with Tony Duggan, and inspiration was just money.
No, that was the motivation.
Motivation was money, and yeah, inspiration was just making a real kind of snappy pop record, punk record.
Mm-hmm.
Bit Ramones, bit of undertones, bit of Buzzcocks.
Yeah, I read something about some influence maybe from somebody's children.
Oh yeah, mine. Yeah, I was actually. My son had borrowed a Ramones CD from his friend and asked me to put it on his whatever. And I mean, I knew all these songs, and when I was listening to it, I was struck by how poppy they all were. And then I was talking to Eugene about it, and I was listening to a lot of Iggy Pop as well.
Mm-hmm.
And just really taken by the timelessness of those songs, but the brevity of them as well. And I think that was one of our kind of feelings about this album, that we wanted
keep it short
and sweet.
Well, that you did. It was a great album. I played a lot of it, as did everybody at the station. And also, I think you had a couple of special guests from a couple of other bands.
Yeah, we had Scott here from Sons and Daughters. He joined us for guitar on it, and we had Frank, who's our manager. He also plays drums for Teenage Fan Club. He played piano, and we had Stevie Jackson from Belle and Sebastian playing a couple of guitar parts.
No big deal.
No.
And we borrowed Mogwai's amps as well, and they looked pretty impressive.
That I did not know.
Yeah.
So, also, I think most listeners and Vaseline fans in particular are aware of this fact, but just thought I'd mention it for probably the millionth time in your professional lives. You two were some of Kurt Cobain's favorite songwriters, and obviously that hits close to home here. You're in his hometown. And then Nirvana covered a few of your songs during live performances and during that, on the Nirvana Unplugged album. Remind me of the song titles was Molly's Lips,
Son of a Gun, and Jesus Doesn't Want Me for a Sunbeam.
Right. Also no big deal. Yeah.
Well, yeah, big deal to us.
Very, very big deal. Yeah. I was a huge fan of that Unplugged record. Have been for a very long time. So I'm just curious, is there any artists based out of Seattle that have influenced your work, your professional work, or your lives? Or
Matani. Yeah.
I think one of the things that, one of the bands that I find really influential, the Pixies.
They're from Boston.
She said
But they're
outside
great.
Seattle.
Okay, the world. Oh, the world. Okay. I mean, the Sonics, they're from here, aren't they?
Did you
The
say?
Sonics
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
I said Seattle, but you know what?
All right,
That's
okay.
fine. It's good to know that you like the Pixies because we do here too.
Yeah.
So Mudhoney, the Sonics, those are good ones.
Yeah.
And then Eugene, one more question specifically for you. I think I read recently an interview that you are a fan of having physical copies of music as opposed to like streaming or that sort of thing. And you also mentioned in that interview that you still own a Walkman.
Yeah, I still own a tape deck and a CD player. Yeah,
I respect that
I
very
carry
much.
about. Yeah, I've only downloaded one song ever. It was like a comedy song to use as an intro for a gig.
I feel many people will find that very
Yeah.
respectable. So are you a vinyl collector?
Not much.
No. Okay. Well,
I just like carrying a CD about with me.
yeah.
I'm
it is
from the
nice.
80s.
Yeah. Well, we have quite the collection down the hall if you want to check that out. What are you listening to lately in your Walkman?
I've been listening to lots of Beethoven
Oh,
and the Kills.
I like that. That's
Kills'
eclectic.
last record.
How about you, Francis?
I was listening to the latest Mark Lanigan album. It's
Love
really
him.
amazing.
Yeah.
Sounds like Willie Nelson or something.
Mhm.
It's really good.
He has such a soothing voice. It's
Yeah.
velvety.
Uh-huh.
I love it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's for
dark
the ladies.
chocolate.
Yeah. All right. Well, you have a few more songs to play for us?
Okay, this
One.
is called One Lost Year.
I don't need to care about tomorrow. If we are doomed, then I'll go home with you. There was a time when all I had was sorrow, but I met you, so I'll go home with you. Got 1 year, 1 year, losing it. Got 1 year, 1 year, losing it. Got 1 year, 1 year, losing it. 1 year, 1 year, losing it. Got 1 year, 1 year, losing it. Got 1 year, 1 year, losing it. Got 1 year, 1 year, losing it. 1 year, 1 year, losing it. When I die, it won't take me to heaven. Here's to hell, 'cause I'm heading below. You think I'm down, but you would be mistaken. I'm alive and I want you to know. Got 1 year, 1 year, losing it. Got 1 year, 1 year, losing it. Got 1 year, 1 year, losing it. 1 year, 1 year, losing it. Got 1 year, 1 year, losing it. Got 1 year, 1 year, losing it. Got 1 year, 1 year, losing it.
Vaselines here on 90.3.
Okay, this is called Earth is Speeding.
worried. Know what is wanted, don't know how to get it. Gone over the edge, gone over the limit. How can you start when there's no way to finish? Just wanna give up, not in it to win it. You point the finger and I used to fight. Or would it be wrong if I said no tonight? Hell's in the basement and it's all in my eyes. You think I didn't know there's a sunlight in the skies. You count it in, I count it out. It's all gone quiet, so there's no need to shout. It's kind of stressful, but under such pressure, they say to be careful for what we should wish for. I'll split the culture, or you throw the dice. Don't take it to heart when there's no surprise. Hell's in the basement, it's out of my eyes. You think I don't know, this is a light in disguise. You count it in, I count it out. It's all gone quiet, so there's no need to shout. Out of my eyes. You think I don't know this is a light in disguise. You count it in, I count it out. It's all gone quiet, so there's no need to shout. 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 There's no need to shout.
Earth is Speeding from the Vaselines here on Listener Powered Radio. We are streaming all over the world live at KEXP.org. Sounding great, guys. Seriously, that was lovely.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. So you're performing live at Numos tonight, and then tomorrow is Doug Fir Lounge down in Portland. Then you're making your way down the coast more to San Francisco and LA?
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So 27th and 28th, respectively, for those dates?
That's correct.
Cool. And then you're headed back home after that?
Yep, straight home to Glasgow, and then we just drive straight to Dumfries in the Borders to play a festival.
Oh, well, that's fun.
Non-stop.
Lucky you.
Fun.
Yeah, lucky us.
Yeah. Well, it was a pleasure to meet you. It was a pleasure to have you and hear you play in such close proximity. And enjoy the rest of your time in the Northwest.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's KEXP 90.3.
Discover new music at listener-powered KEXP.org.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?